A few weeks ago, you may have seen me review the Aperlite YH-700C flash. And now, this. What's the difference? The one that I already reviewed speaks Canon, and this one I'm talking about today speaks Nikon. Why am I talking about these? Aperlite asked me to check these out and share my thoughts with you. And as you know, if it's gear and gadgets, especially photography-related ones, sign me up. I like what Aperlite has done with this. This is a sizable, durable unit that puts out a ton of light, as much as my Nikon brand speed lights, but you can find these on Amazon for under $100. You may know that I'm not always fond of third-party photography accessories, so there's no free pass from me in this review. I loaded the batteries and started shooting with it as soon as it arrived, and I've been shooting with it ever since. Why? If something works in the first 5 minutes, that's great, but after hundreds or thousands of exposures, I want it to work just like it did on that first shot. This one certainly did. In fact, the Nikon compatible version works exactly the same on Nikon cameras as the Canon compatible version does on my Rebel T4i. It's actually pretty uneventful. It's a flash, and it works. Here's a link to the Canon review where I go over the basics. Everything in the Canon review holds true here. The performance and compatibility are spot on. Point it up, point it left, point it right, pull out the bounce card. It's all here. One thing that I wanted to do to make this review a little bit different than the Canon review is focus on getting the flash off the camera. Because some of your best, most natural looking flash photography can come when this and this are in different places. How is that possible? Well, there are a couple of different ways, and this Aperlite flash supports both of them. For starters, my assistant and I pulled out my old Nikon SC29 cable. This plugs into the camera's hot shoe, and then the other end plugs into the flash. In fact, we used this setup as part of my Bikini 2015 shoot. For these shots in my bathroom, the available light was pretty low. Raymond held the flash up like this while taking the shots. This caused the light from the flash to bounce off the white ceiling and scatter down on the subject, me, from above, creating a more natural look. Here's no flash, and then here's the flash held skyward and bounced. It's a pronounced difference and really made these shots in the bathroom come together. Tethered like this is nice, but that's hardly a test for the Aperlite. They claim full compatibility with the Nikon wireless creative lighting system. Okay, I'm in. With the camera body acting as the commander, I set up the Aperlite as a remote unit. Now, you can do this with more than one flash, but since I only have one, that's what we used. And frankly, I love the creative simplicity of shooting with one remote light. I put up my gray backdrop in the studio, and we went for some classic, if a bit moody, headshots. How did it work out? Well, guys, the Aperlite delivered. It does what it sets out to do, and it does it all at a low price. That's my favorite type of gadget, because it does one thing, and it does it well. It's not equipped with unrelated features or unnecessary complexity. You put it on the camera, on or off the camera, and you shoot and shoot and shoot. You'll find that you can get impressive results with a single low-priced flash. And the great thing is, whether you shoot Nikon or Canon, there's a version for you. Check out the link in the description of this video for more information on how to get your hands on one.